Welcome to the Old World Fanatics, your Warhammer fantasy podcast to quench that hobby thirst for all things the old world. I'm one of your hosts, Gummo. I'm back at home and I'm joined as usual by Andrew and Josh. And we're here on Monday.
Absolutely. Full of enthusiasm. You're back at home.
To allude that we might change the day again on our Patreon chat. But no, we're here on a Monday, Australian time, as our usual.
As always, as it should be. It's a prelude to whatever happens Tuesday morning. Releases be damned. We're here on Monday night.
Surely they won't drop big stuff when, like, that's what we're going to talk about on today's pod. Some, the rumors in the preview show and all this sort of stuff. Surely they're not going to throw some stuff during the week. But if they do, maybe if they do, that means there's going to be bigger stuff to show on the weekend.
Ooh.
So who knows? Yes. How's everyone going anyway? Because it's only been 6 short days since we went live. We do have some people already in the chat. So, yeah, have you guys been dealing with the heat? Is it hot down there, Josh, or just where me and Andrew are?
Well, it was 16 degrees and raining all day today.
Oh, God. Well,
no. It was 30 the day yesterday. So, it's classic Melbourne, hot, cold.
Sort of what we had, actually. It wasn't too hot yesterday. It's sweltering. Humidity, too, today.
I'll tell you what. I was busy painting both days. Cold day, hot day, whatever temperature. I just plow through.
Man. Makes it work.
I can't pick up a paintbrush when it's too hot. Maybe it's just my room. Welcome to the live stream here, and welcome to the usual crowd and some new faces as well. And Bobby Gherkin is on first to comment. So not always a commenter, but definitely always a patron supporter, and we get a laugh out of his patron names. So she's
I hope
Kieran
is
there. Yeah.
I really enjoyed last week.
Yeah,
I was really enjoyable.
John's on there. Obviously, Mark, the great Mark. And, I like to think, Mark, that the reason why I put some of these titles here is just see what other rumors we can get Mark to drop in the chat while we're chin wagging about what we think's coming on the weekend. So if we could just prod Mark to throw us some bones there. But who else we got? Demonic Teddy and Steve H. Hail all from the USA. I don't think probably got a lot of Steve listeners, but I'm not sure who that one is. So thanks, mate, for joining. I guess it's morning over there. Oh, probably Arvo, actually, whatever it is. No, very early morning, probably. For those guys. So yeah. Don't you start, Mark said, and Josh has monolith heating. Just keeps him warm.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Yeah. Hopefully, guys, you're okay with a bit of a rambling tonight because, as I said, we only had 6 days since last time, and I feel like we're about to get bombarded with some news, obviously, from next week, and we also have a bit of an announcement about next week, which I'll talk about at the end of the show. So we've got some good stuff lined up, but we just wanted to
solid rambling. I think it's not just it's not a nothing rambling. There's some solid stuff to get rambled about.
And so the first thing we wanted to cover today, before we jump into it, just so everyone knows what we're going to cover, is we have to backtrack a little bit because I realized from last week it was so busy in what we did, we didn't even ask Andrew's opinion on the awesome drop that came out of the blue a week and a half ago or maybe 2 weeks, or whatever it was, for the chaos. It was 2 weeks, tonight. With the Marauders. So it's worth just quickly bringing them up. Obviously, we're not going to go through all that sort of article and stuff, but I wouldn't mind to chat about that. And we'll lead into what we think, obviously we're going to see some of that and more this weekend, hopefully. But what else are we going to see? I guess you heard it here first if you hear it. Because, we know what we're talking about.
We're in the know.
Hello, Old World Behemoths. They're on here as well. Now, I can never remember. Is that Alex or Alistair who mans the Old World Behemoths chat?
Oh, it could be any, I believe.
Any of them. Okay.
I thought it's usually, it was usually Alex.
Just shout out to those guys. Their episode came out today, I think, too. So I'm only halfway through, but good listen. So jump over there, guys. They do a bit of chat through the Marauder stuff as well. So yeah, definitely.
How much on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of rambling, instead of 10 being a World Fanatics level rambling, how much rambling was in their episode today?
Probably more at the beginning than less when they went on a bit of a. I can't remember. What was that about?
Actually
That was
important
funny.
stuff. Actually had some,
totally went off the rails very early, but then they're so good at steering it back on. Feel like it's Alex. Okay, that they, I think their PowerPoint presentations keep them on track a bit better. But they it was quite.
They're organized.
There's a few funny things right in the beginning. Well, 5-10 minutes in, which I thought was funny. But anyway, check those guys out. Definitely worth another Aussie podcast. Well, that's what we're going to do. And then, I was going to title this episode, It's Not All About Josh, because Josh has some updates for us on two things, campaign and a secret mystery. He's doing his own unraveling or unrevealing or revealing.
Josh reveals.
Yeah, he likes opening the kimono. So, we just all this other sort of rumors stuff hanging around. We wanted to cover some of that, and didn't want to throw it all on Josh. And then we'll just do our usual patron shout out, and patron questions and hobby and news. Not much news, obviously, but a little bit. And I guess that's the show for another episode 7? 7? Yeah. God.
Yeah.
Who knows? I've lost count.
Yeah. That's all right. A big thank you. We had some pretty good comments from last week. I thought, about our, opening up, and obviously Andrew's struggle with his, not wanting to finish his Go Trek series, and some of the deeper stuff we went into. I thought it was pretty cool. We got some good comments there. I'm not
alone. Even Andrew here, he's backing me up. There's a few people, saying you're not alone.
Yeah.
It was good. Made me feel good. Not the only.
So you haven't actually finished your book?
Did you go back to it?
Did you go?
No. I'm currently I'm doing the bounty hunter. Brenner. It's good.
I don't know.
It's good.
I've got so much to catch up on there, and it's funny because I was saying I was reading the techless one with Go Trek, and I'd missed it, and then I realized. Yeah, it wasn't near the end. It's just I've randomly missed. Back then you had to buy a book from Borders or Dimmicks or whatever. And at some point I've just missed Giant Slayer because I've done Orc Slayer, Elf Slayer, all the ones after it. So I've just missed this one, 2/3 through the series that I don't know, just never. It was in my collection for some reason. So
I found that one really odd, but it's an odd. Yeah, it's a bit all over the shop.
It's almost a little bit too much techless in it. Yeah, I'm a little racist. I'm not a big elf lover, as you might know.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. But anyway, all good. I take Go Trek's view of elves usually, but anyway. Two elf players on here. Maybe I shouldn't be so honest. What was that?
I never realized. You've got no elf armies.
Well, the only elf army I've got still on a sprue, and that's about as far as I got. So. So there's something about those pointy ears. I just, maybe it's just starting out playing orcs. I don't know. It's just you have a healthy respect for dwarves if you play orcs because it's such a classic battle. But elves,
So is those goblin
weird mix of resentment and fear.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Maybe that's that. Yeah, the green skin in me scares them. Yeah,
pointy ears
scares me, not them. Yeah. Anyway,
true the one.
Told you it's gonna be rambling. Typical. John's like, I'm just afraid of wake. I don't know, man. Those two pics you shared about, I'm a bit worried about. No wonder you follow Dark Elves. Those pics you were sharing last week. That's good. Anyway, cool. Let's, I guess, get on to it. Yes, if you are on here or watching us back, please like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff on the YouTube channel. Drop some comments on here. It helps the video. If you're live now, click the like. Obviously, it helps push it out a little bit better. And if you do, most of the commenters here are on our Patreon. But if you want to help support the show, you can do that over at patreon.com/World Fanatics, and you'll get to send us crazy chats on our Discord channel or questions, or like you'll see at halftime, randomly change your Discord name, Patreon name to get some laughs out of us or some confusing readings. We try and interpret some of them.
It is confusing.
Anyway. I feel sorry for the people who use a lot more their Patreon name for other ones, and then they're doing this for us, and then the other some other random channel out there. It's not even related to Warhammer's getting this weird.
Go, what
Who
the
the
hell?
hell's, yeah, they're probably gonna like mark half of them as like spam or not safe for work. Yeah. Anyway, cool.
How many other podcasts are reading out every single Patreon every week? So, like, I feel like it's a pretty special service we provide. We make
Yeah,
everyone feel
well,
very
we did
special
try
and
stop
loved.
it once. It's probably the worst reviews we got. Anyway, we almost got abused. People were turning up at our doorstep.
Bobby was not happy. He was not happy.
That's it.
I want my weekly recognition.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
You
I pay
will
all that big bucks.
pull my name out. That's it.
Cool. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll get started, I guess. I guess we will start back on the Marauder stuff. So, like I said, I'm not going to bore
cool, you got it.
details.
Last from the past.
But yeah, and I was saying to Andrew before Josh got on, I was like, yeah, we haven't heard Josh's take. That's usually how it goes. Like usually we catch up with Josh, and I was realizing, no, Josh did the video with me, and Andrew missed it. Yeah, because he was digging holes. Have you finished digging your holes?
Yeah, they're full of concrete. I'm now
done.
pulling asbestos out of my eaves, and even shitter job to digging holes.
Yeah.
Especially in today's weather. In all my PPE, it was just it sucked. Anyway.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we got a chat. And Andrew is probably the one who, I mean, Josh, you've done a whole demon / chaos army recently, dark elfy demon thing, but Andrew's getting stuck into some chaos. So
yeah, I'm starting for these guys.
And then these guys, you were doing that before this, and then this just dropped out of the blue, and we hadn't really chatted on the pod about your take on these guys. So I don't know, like, walk us through when you saw this. Did you just go, what the?
Yeah, I reckon they're like really, really good, because I was sort of stuck between, like, when I was thinking about chaos, I'm like, oh, how am I going to get the Marauders? Because I hate the classic Marauders with like the straps, and it's just like
barbarian or whatever it was.
Yeah, that BDSM party or whatever it is. Like, it's very leather straps everywhere.
Yeah, they are goofy too.
Yeah. Just didn't not my vibe. And then the Dark Oath came out.
It's more,
and then
more
that
Josh's
was
vibe.
Yeah. The Dark Oath ones came out, and then they looked pretty good. And I was going to go for them because I was sort of like looking at maybe some Age of Sigmar models to use as the Marauders. But then I was glad Dark Oath came out, because then they're all going to fit. But then these guys came out, and these guys are a level above because they're actually wearing clothes. Or else, the Dark Elf one's just a lot half naked again. So you've got that. I don't know what it is with GW and showing skin, but it's just, to me, like a Marauders.
Especially when they're from the north. It's like
exactly.
Snow. Yeah.
So these guys fit perfectly. I'm like, and they just look, it's exactly what you want. It's kind of like these Viking / dark god worshipping people sort of like mashed together. It's just really, really good. I reckon they're awesome. They are so good. And then the fact that they dropped the little arcane journal was like,
yeah, that's right. I mean, it just and decent sized battalion box as well. Obviously, we go through all these. Everyone's seen them again, but 100%. I actually like how they've they've done the whole snow. We didn't talk about this much, but they've sort of done a whole snow-based theme one, and then their usual sort of Photoshop, or not Photoshop, but their normal it's called Steel Legion drab view for all the box art stuff. So it's pretty interesting. So you're going to be looking obviously to get. Well, we don't know when they're coming out, but obviously, hopefully, we hear more this weekend. But guys are gonna
I emailed Gap Games. I was that excited, and I said, how do I get my name down? And they basically said, like, for the big box. And they're like, a bit too early. Just wait till the pre-orders come out. And then they said, usually we put something on our website, and then you can come forward and put your name down in the I'm interested pile. And then obviously when they come in, then, you can grab those. So
yeah, do you reckon that's an interesting take? Do you think, like, 'cause I can't remember in Australia if Cathay sort of sold out. I think you could always get what you wanted on pre-order. I can't remember. Correct us if tell us in the comments what happened around your area or whatever. But I feel like they did enough, Cathay, but then Cathay is a new army and it's not a historically Warhammer army. It's totally different. Whereas Chaos is chaos. Like it's the biggest faction ever, most popular. And on top of that, you can, there'll be people buying these for AOS as well. So I wonder if you're right that like the pre-orders will come up and the thing will just be, I wonder if this will be one of the first old world releases that just goes out of stock initially. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be pretty popular. John was saying, did I try to pull the old "Do you know who I am" card? Oh, I did, but he had no idea who I was. So he laughed at me and then hung up the phone.
Well, actually, I think I've reached out to those dudes for sponsors, never heard anything back. So, I can't sway the Queensland.
We are.
That's too far south. Then obviously, the Raising of Westland, which is the new Arcane Journal that you touched on there, man. So, anything else you wanted to cover with that, or like just obviously, and Josh, any other thoughts from when we chatted 2 weeks ago on it? But
well, since then they've confirmed they're definitely on 30 mil bases. Because they put that up in a social media post. So it's definitely 30 mils. I guess the question remains: is it going to be a dual basing situation where the old 25s are still playable? Because we've got a few units that are multi-base, more of the monsters, I guess, like the treemen and stuff. Yeah. But I'm just going to see. Like, how do you think they'll do it? Do you think they'll errata?
Yeah, let's say
the original one, or do you think they'll just put a second listing there?
Because it sounded like it sounds a little bit like what they did with the Cetrus Fury one, where they've said, this replaces page blah 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 in the Ravening Hordes book. That's what the Mount one does. So it's basically a replacement. So it's like an errata of the whole page. So there's a chance they could do that. But if they do that, unless they do a multi-base, they could do that with a multi-base thing. But if they don't do it, people are going to have to potentially rebase their old Marauders if they want to do that, which is if they just did it. Well, they wouldn't have. No, hang on. They wouldn't have done it, would they? Because they were on 25s.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to say it'd be the first rebasing of the Marauders because they were one of the few infantry units that didn't move from, they were on 25s, didn't move to 30. I think we were discussing it the other day. Gauze and Ungauze were also an example of that.
That was the one that flicked around a bit.
From 6 set anyway. But moved, I think they went down, up. I don't know. It was all over the place. Anyway, can I also bring up, so there was a comment here from Mark that I think I just want to digest this comment. These guys are awesome, with the exception of the Mammoth Horn. I wonder where they came from. Is that a clue?
Is that
can I read into that and go? Is he saying there's mammoths coming this weekend, or is he just throwing shit out? Yes. Who can say? Who can say?
Who could say?
Heard it here first, as always. Mammoths on the way.
Have to order some more stuff.
Oh well, Beamos said, "Where are the buildings at the back from?" Is that you talking about these guys? Yeah.
We were speculating hard on those.
Something else, but that would be so good if they brought them. Yeah, it could do with
unlikely, but
really
at
least
cool.
at the moment. But they can do some more terrain because they've only ever done old terrain so far. Which the ones they've released have been good. I mean, the hill is annoying. Like it's fine. I don't mind it, but it is annoying. It's they haven't brought out those or did they? The wonky, like it's more AOS-y, but it was in 40 Fantasy First, like the column thing, the column ruin thing or whatever. And apparently that was always a real bad mold when you're trying to like glue it together and stuff. It's like I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a little, not temple, but it's like a bunch of columns, like a building. It's sort of like an altar-y temple thing. Do you know that thing?
Like the old,
but then it went to fantasy. Then it went to AOS, I think. Yeah.
Oh, did it? Yeah, I think I know
I
what
don't know, I
you're
might be
talking.
wrong there. But some of those ones they haven't brought back, but I mean, I think they're fine. But yeah, it feels like Ruin Coliseum maybe. But I feel like the ones they brought back, like the Manor House and stuff, they're all pretty good. Whereas but we could still do with new terrain, I reckon. Probably the Arcane Ruins. Yeah, it could be that one. I'm confused.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah,
The Arcane Ruins.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, if anything else on that, man. Otherwise, looking forward to seeing if these get expanded on this weekend, I guess, which we'll chat about in a minute. Well, right now, actually, unless you got anything else to talk about with these. So we have the World Championship preview this weekend, and that's, I guess, what we're trying to decipher here. Like you just said, Mark throwing out throws out a fishing line. So, because I guess we can go into some of the rumors I've dug out of the rumor thread, but we know the award is getting a release here, an announcement, and I guess the question is, do we suspect this is going to be something small and just we've already had the Marauders here, or are we going to see some big things that no one expects? I guess before going through the rumors, have you guys heard anything specifically? Or looking forward to seeing what they might announce?
No, not specific, other than what I would like to see, but no.
I'm hoping it might be something a bit bear-tastic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm going off that only because of what Mark's had dropped the other day. That sounded like it was what was Mark's quote from last week? Mark, you'll have to tell us. He said something about. What did he say? Do you remember he said something and he mentioned the word bear or something?
Yeah, it was a bear
last
pun.
week. Yeah. I don't remember what it was, but that was funny. So I just thought I'd bring that back on the chat today, but on the title of the podcast. Look, the rumors. I'll just tell you what the rumors are that they've been floating around. At least there's always heaps of them. But Jav is what's he saying?
That's it. It was barely weight.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the main rumor mill over there on the main Warhammer Fantasy Discord has been going a bit crazy for this weekend, and just it seems to be settling in that they're saying that there's either 2 new kits for Warriors of Chaos, obviously, plus the Arcane Journals coming, but it feels a little bit like this Arcane Journals coming not just with these Marauders, but something else, and whether that's 2 other boxes or the Marauders are 1 box and something else.
It's got to be something massive if you think about it, because I mean they clear the space for the end of the year. Like they pushed up everything, they got everything released in terms of the Arcane Journals. Remember at the start of last year, we were like, "There's no way they're going to get them all done in the year," and they got them all done at early winter. Like they actually increased the candor for it to get them all out.
Yeah.
Got Cathay out like months ago. Like if anything, you'd think if they didn't have another action coming, they would have waited for Cathay and be doing Cathay now and have spread out the Arcane Journals longer. Like really, really milk that. So the fact they did it like that says to me there's likely to be a faction release, for Christmas. That'd be my feeling for it.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean? Are you saying even release for Christmas, so you'll be buying it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. That's a bit cool.
That's my call.
Better. I'll take that. Yeah. I mean, there's people. I mean, try and keep up with the chat there. There's obviously people throwing their other suggestions up there, but yeah, that's a big one. There's obviously they've just said that Demonic Ted said Wave 2 Cathay. That's one of the rumors that have been circling around. And then with this Warriors one, there's this repeated. They've been saying it on their mammoth call of either a re-release, because it was there was a Finecast one, wasn't there?
It's Forge World, wasn't it?
Forge World, yeah, but whether or not it's that or something totally new. I think they've been shown that they can bring out some big stuff, and people would probably want to buy it if they did. I mean, I guess the Tomb King Dragon was it was in the starter box, wasn't it? But we could do with some new big releases for Old World as well in terms of big models. So there was that, and then I guess what I felt with some of the rumors was not this. It seemed like this week was they're going to do something with the Warriors of Chaos, but then there could be something else. And I guess that was the bit that I wanted to sort of chat to you guys about, whether or not we are going to get one of these reveals like we got with Cathay, where it was like, because you remember when we got Cathay, we thought we were just going to get Beastmen and Wood Elves.
Yeah.
Or one of, and then suddenly they just smashed that out at the front of the rumor thing, like preview, and then went, oh, by the way, and then went bang. And I could see them doing that. Like,
that wasn't the same one, wasn't it? I forgot about that.
And that's why I think we might get where it's like, here's this other Marauder kit and Chaos kit, and they'll show the journal again. They'll show some other new clips and art of the current Warriors that we've just seen. Marauders.
Yeah.
And then I'm wondering if they'll turn around and go, oh, by the way, bang, here's Kislev. And maybe, I'm not saying they're going to get Kislev out anytime soon, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get one of those massive ones that you suddenly see what you're getting, but it still might be months away. Because Cathay, geez, that was a while. Not a while, but, they showed everything and then it sort of took a couple of months to get out.
Yeah.
Months ago.
Well,
but that would be cool.
I wonder if they're going to do like a little Easter egg thing like they did. The Cathay, that screen that they had? Like the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then everyone sort of got onto it. And I don't know. Unless it'll be tied in there somewhere. Like they just do a sneak it in. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
John's after another non-linear roadmap. Yeah, look, I mean, it sounds boring, but I'd be up for a bit of a roadmap of next year because we had that. It was hard to decipher, but we haven't since that one. We haven't really had a roadmap come out. It was just people told us that we saw those preview and knew those three things were coming, but we didn't really know when. And even the order they originally told us in then didn't happen. Originally, Beastmen were coming, then Wood Elves, and then ended up the other way or whatever it was.
What a schmozzle that was.
Well, how much is it changing? How much is it on the fly, really? Like, do they know what their roadmap is, or are they just reacting to the success of the game almost and the opportunities that presents?
I mean, it could just be, things change and, it's probably one of those things like sometimes these sort of companies got so many things going on, but things might not work out or line up. So they probably just do have to, on the fly, like you said, tits, tats, a few movements here and there. And it's just.
Because wasn't the rumors a little bit, it was something tariff related, but at the same time, I feel like they still push Wood Elves out after that. So then I'm like, big thank you to Black Sigil Studios. We'll have to bring his one up because he just did a super chat. He's a great YouTube channel. Check those guys out. I'm hoping to Kislev release first wave, then second edition announcement wave 2 of Cathay and Kislev during that. Yeah, that sounds good.
That'd be insane.
It's just, I think the problem with the whole second edition, it's not so much second edition announcement, but I mean 40K mid-year is next year. So I don't know. I feel like we might not get the typical second ed thing. Like, I don't think there's a need to hold back an army for second ed. I was thinking that initially, and now that I've seen all the other stuff come out, I'm like, I don't think they care. I'm not even convinced that they're going to go to a V versus, army A versus army B like type release. They might end up just doing what they've been doing with battalion boxes and rulebook releases. Who knows? Because it's, Heresy, they do the big game box, but that's because it's the same army. You just, you can play them versus each other or just paint one. So I'm not sure, but yeah, thanks for that super chat. I can't remember what I was saying though. Something about something. I can't remember. Just saw the green
roadmap. If there was a roadmap there or not, do they know what's happening? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was talking about that. Yeah, that's right. There was the whole bloody tariff thing. Just the ordering of it. I'm just wondering if stuff happens. I mean, shit happens. That's the thing. Maybe a box got lost and they had to reprint some stuff, or who knows. And so they just flick it around. Cool. I don't know, man. I'm pretty stoked. We're gonna go live. Well, I will hopefully on It's Saturday 11:30 a.m. Australian time for us, so I'm going to try and make myself available to stream it and see what happens. So if anyone's available, you're welcome to jump on. But yeah, you guys, or obviously the patrons. So yeah.
So just a question, because I think Gomo said you're a maybe to. I mean, let's not. I suppose you've bought every single Arcane journal up to this point. Are you going to continue the trend? Do you think you're going to?
I'll buy the Arcane journal. I was saying I probably can't build another. I can't start a whole Chaos army right now. But those models are so good. I'm like, oh fuck, I've got to buy a box. But then I probably
You've got quite a lot on your plate model wise.
Yeah, I probably won't. Maybe I can help paint yours or something. They just look awesome if you get them.
Ooh, might take you up on that. Painting's my worst. I can buy, I can assemble. It's just painting. I struggle to find the time. So
they just look
time intensive.
It's one of these things where if something else comes out, like if they bring out like a cool character model or something like that, I might be tempted to just buy that and the Arcane, like the journal. I'll buy the journals because they're so cheap anyway, and I don't mind having them. I wouldn't say they're the best reading material. I don't rate like the story stuff in it's probably like a 3 out of 10. I don't know if they can do much better. Like it's not critical. It's just, you got 4 or 5 pages of small columns to fit in a fair bit of background. It's sort of hard to make a nice novel out of it.
It would be good if they put a bit more effort into like laws and stories and, just a bit more. I do like some of those stories that you get in like the old school bigger army books back from like 5th and 6th and stuff. Like they just had some cool little stories you could read, like all the fluff.
Well, the 8th had a lot too because they were big books, weren't they? And
I love my fluff.
I love that. He's a fluff gamer, but he's a tournament gamer. It's good. Okay. Well, yeah.
Narrative.
I don't. What's Mark's New Tomb Kings on Mount? Is that what was Mark's comment about with this one?
I think it was a little bit facetious joke that instead of what we're talking about massive releases, it's one New Tomb King on Mount, New Tomb King on foot, then version 2.
Version 2. Okay, right.
Version 2. That would be welcome, I reckon, a version 2. Like that would be all right.
Orlando says something more constructive, which is the Marauders will be a very odd release if they don't follow it with more chaos, or say a Norska army. Potentially featuring a mammoth.
Yeah. They're gonna the only annoying thing if they do something like that, where if they throw out another box and a mammoth and try and make an army, is like Cathay's hardly an army, like in terms of its range. And then it'd be a bit weird to have. Like, I don't mind them augmenting what's like Wolves of the Sea, but I don't know about a full trying to do Norska. I feel like I'd rather them do Norska better as a full big release. Which maybe that's what he means there, but yeah. I feel like we're going to see Kislev before that, surely. Yeah. Before Norska specifically.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, for me, I think they might have, they tend to be doing these like dual, not a dual kit, sorry, but like a dual purpose model. So they're like, oh, you can make this up as this, like, like your gyrocopters, how you got the sky gyrocopters and all that. Something similar to that. Plus you've got, the 4 different gods. Like, I don't know how that's going to work, if it's going to be the same as what it is with the way that Chaos kind of works. With Warriors currently, or if it's going to be more like, you can have an army, but they're so different that, just depending on which god they follow, they're just different abilities, different weapons, things like that. I'm assuming they won't, because we haven't seen that too much so far, as in like you're just going to have these kits that you can have with like different gods, and they're going to be quite different in the way they play. But I don't know.
Are you saying you don't reckon they'll have the bits in the kit, or are you saying like?
I'm hoping that there's just going to be rules and kit. So like you can kind of get the kit, and there might be like different shields and different weapon options, so you can like create different versions of the Marauders depending on what god they follow, sort of thing. I don't know. We'll see how we go, but I'm hoping it's not going to be like Cathay, where it's very, very small, very lean. Like Cathay was way too lean, I think, for me.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I don't mind it if we know. I think the good thing is if we see another release that is like say they bring Cathay and it's still fairly lean, but then they at the same time we find out that and see a Cathay Wave 2 at some point very close. At least you know where they're going, and it feels okay. Well, we can do that for a bit.
Okay.
Sorry, this is a bit of a sidetrack, but back on the lore thing is Black Sigil Studios just agreeing that feels like the game is definitely missing out on the lore. The Arcane Journals are great, but don't get me wrong, but they need to expand further. Like, do you guys think that that's what's missing? Like, is it novels? Is that really what you just? Yeah, it's just novel. Like they can't really. You're not asking for a big army book or something like that. You're just asking for novels or cool.
Just
or
get
even
your bit of
crank some of the animations. I mean, not that people watch. Like, if you don't have a Warhammer Plus, you don't have it. But they are doing a lot of 40K ones and even say iOS. It'd be cool to get some sort of animation-y stuff like that and those sort of short shows that people have been doing. The problem is,
that would be cool.
I feel like they can rush out a journal and even figures when they have to, but getting an author to write an actual book, I don't, even in the world of AI, which you don't want to use for that sort of stuff, probably probably is the big holdover. When they weren't sure what the game was going to do, they probably didn't. They only provisioned like Graham, whatever it was, McNeil, or his name is, to do that one. I feel like they're probably a little bit backlogged, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
trying to find people to write stuff and get it up to speed.
It is very beneficial for the world building, though, to have more of that background lore. Like, it really draws people in. Gets them really invested in the setting and that type of thing. And the Arcane Journals aren't really the place for it. Like, they're quite, as you guys are saying, they're relatively small books. Lots of other stuff going on in them. I feel like it's a bit limited in that way.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know. I also think you need, and whole world might need this for the lore to kick off. It's almost like you need that character. Like, we had, the Godric and Felix and stuff in the, you had some of the name characters, but I'd still say there was only a few of those, Conrad one in the early days. And I'm trying to think of the other main, even some of those Empire ones that you started looking at, Andrew, I think. You had some of them that were quite standout characters, so you had multiple books or series with them, and I feel like you sort of need that to kick off at some point and actually land to then build more lore off. Otherwise, if it's just individual little novels, it still helps a bit, but it doesn't grab you. That Malice Darkblade, that's the other one I was thinking of.
That's my next go-to, because I think that's going to be similar to the one I've got now. It's got that anti-hero sort of thing where it's like he's a bad guy, but you kind of like does some cool stuff, and you're like, I like those novels. So
and plus, like, we're in a new time. We don't know what the hell. That's why we need it. Hopefully they'll deliver. I don't think we'll see that at the preview. It's probably more hopefully models, which is also what we like. So cool. Anyway, well, that's probably the rumor mongering, because we don't know much more. Although, as I said, we'll be streaming on Saturday, and I guess next week chat a little bit about it. But I think it's just going to be from that and other stuff coming up in the next few weeks. I think we're going to be pretty full on with all the banter once this comes out. Do you want to transition over, Josh? Do you want to give us a bit of an update? That's not, well, it is hobby, but it's not normal hobby. You know what I mean?
Not normal hobby. It's
I'm waiting with bated breath here, Josh. What can we do the
wait? Which one do you want to do?
Do the campaign one first, and then hold the.
You really want to see the other one, don't you?
I do. I can't wait. I've got no patience. I'm staring at this thing. So the guys can't see it. So everybody, sorry at home. Josh has put up a picture, but I can't see. It's like this little tiny thumbnail picture. And I kind of see what it is, but I can't see what it is. And it's just sitting there. And I'm like, is that? I want to see.
He's really excited to see what I've got going on down here.
I am.
Let me drop mine
will.
off. Sorry, remove. There we go.
Well, sorry, Andrew. I'm going to put up. I'll put up the campaign one first. We'll hit the secret one a little bit later.
You're lucky it looks so good.
Because I wanted to talk about my little campaigny thing that I've had going on for freaking ages now. More than a year, like 14 months in. This map is filling out. We've had this blight going on. I was looking back in the on the website because I've got a sort of all recorded there. The blight started back in April. I had this blight thing going on since then. So it's been going on. It's going on for ages now with the blight. So we've still got 7 players, including myself. I think Will, the Wood Elf player on the dark green, is sort of leading. He's got 15 territories. Chris is on 13. I'm only down on 5 with my pink guys. I don't know. I just can't win games with the Topple Smash. I don't know what's going on. Just can't get any success with it. The other thing I found is I have managed to really refine the NPC rules now, and they actually work quite functionally. And it's quite simple. Like I tried to have some subset rules about like harassment NPCs, just didn't really work. So I just got combat NPCs really. But it's basically they just charge something that's in their charge range. If they can't charge anything, then it's about sort of this different priorities about the opponent who controls it. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, another super chat from Black Sigil. This looks absolutely cool. You should, if you haven't seen Josh's other pictures, well, God, yeah, episodes ago of his tiles. Oh, he's got more. There we go. Don't worry.
I've got a couple of them.
Keep going.
Got a few of them. The one with the little island there, and that's more of the
love the monster.
The ruins. The ruins. But yeah, I have been. So the thing is, guys, like sometimes when I'm busy doing other stuff, I'll get to like Saturday night before the campaign that's happening on Sunday, and I'll be like, man, I've got to paint up more of these bloody flags. Like Will especially keeps getting all these territories, so I'm like, oh, I've got to paint up flags again. So suddenly I'm like to 9 p.m. the night before.
Flags.
Yes, constantly painting them up. But I will quickly rehash the game that I had, because it had some narrative elements which is like ridiculous. I ended up playing a dwarf player. Like we explored this tile, which is one of the blighted tiles not far away from the ruins. So like what I'm hoping is that we can clear the path of the blight, because then the following month, once the blight's cleared, we can actually trigger the massive multiplayer battle that's going to happen at the ruins of the Monte Castello and sort of move on to a different phase of the campaign. That was the goal. We had a few other games that day, but me and Ash, who's a dwarf player, ended up rolling an ambush, and I was ambushing him in the blight. And it's got the monolith there in the foreground. Yes.
Zoom in on that,
funny,
people.
very funny.
There
you go. There's your monolith moment.
Bloody immature people.
And I sort of put my unit of 10 crossbowmen next to it. I was sort of hoping I could raise it with that. Because a unit strength 10, you roll 2d6 and you add that to unit strength, and you sort of have a table that you compare your raise roll. The whole thing is you have to get 15 or more to start with. Otherwise, you take D3 wounds. Ooh. My first attempt to raise it, I rolled 2 2s. I got a 4. So add that to my unit strength. That's 14. So I don't quite hit 15. The unit of 10 repeater crossbows takes 2 wounds. They go down to 8. I'm like, oh no, because I mean the whole point of this scenario is to take out that stone, really, so that we can get rid of the blight and open up the map. And then the next turn I'm down to 8, right? So I'm like, oh, this is gonna be harder. So I roll another 2d6. So I get a 6. So I hit 14 again. So not quite 15. So then I take another 2 wounds. Then I take a panic check because I've taken more than 25%, and then they flee. I'm like,
oh.
I can't get near that monolith.
The monolith took down my crossbowman,
sucking them into its deep dark depths.
Black Seagull asks, are those Hexen Hills? And yes, Black Seagull, they absolutely are Hexen Hills. Printed them at 80%, I think, or 75% of their normal size. I am on the Kickstarter too for the next round. I think you've got a Kickstarter now. Well, they've soon finished it, but they're going to have another one coming. Anyway, Hexen Hills, guys, it's great. Great, I love Hexen Hills. So yeah, basically, I charged with my Cold One Knights. He fled with his block of dwarves there. Unfortunately, I had all these demons come on the board. So one of the plague bearers came on the board and charged my spawn in the back there. And then the horrors came on, and we're heading towards his anvil that had a I had the shard thing that I've got going on where some of the guys, if they take down a monolith or the waystone, if they explore it, they can get a shard, which is going to be useful for the big multiplayer battle. But you've got to bring it into each game with you, and it sort of acts like a banner. So if your opponent takes out the unit with the shard, they capture it like a normal banner as well.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so it's got the shard on the anvil. So that's why my Cold One Knights with the Hydra banner decided to go into the anvil. They just got completely clogged down, unfortunately. You can see in the foreground my crossbowmen have fled from the monolith. They're fleeing, and then I wonder if this happens the next turn. Oh, there we go. And then the monolith then generates some plague riders who end up spawning right behind the crossbowmen. Yes. I'm like, oh
Good.
no. You can see in the rear ground there. So my devoted charged some iron breakers in the flank, but the iron breakers just held for ages because they have a 2-up save. Insect said, my devoted devoted string 3, they just could not penetrate the armor. They ended up getting recharged by the other dwarf block. So things are rapidly deteriorating for me, really badly, unfortunately.
I love how there's too many there's more NPCs on the board almost.
At this point, there is more NPCs than my troops. And then it suddenly became, and to your point, Colin, at this point, I was wiped out, and he's playing against NPCs.
Yes. Good.
So Monolith kept rolling a 5-up on the NPC turn and getting more demons. So the plague bearers and then the horrors came back on the board.
You go get lunch, come back, he's still playing.
But they came on so much that Ash couldn't quite get to the monolith to raise it. So we ended up not clearing the tile, and so Ash ended up taking that tile, but it's still blighted, so we didn't actually clear the blight.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
are you sorry, I forgot to ask you this, or maybe you told me ages ago. Like, are you replacing the tiles with the blighted ones? Is that what you do?
I am.
Yeah.
I think you had a little.
Yeah.
I've got markers, man. So
so it is just okay.
These chaos
I thought
things
you might replace the tile in terms of like the look of it as well. I wasn't sure if you were doing that or not.
Ooh.
Nah, that'd be way too much work.
Okay.
Colin. I've got enough stuff on my plate to be repainting tiles. I was like, once I finally finished this massive board, I was like, thank fuck, I'm not painting another tile for at least 2 years.
Oh, you got
so much work. So much work painting these tiles. So no, I just, but I have designed it so I don't know if you can quite see, but those markers some of them got a little tab in the back, so you can put the player flag in the blight marker.
Okay.
So you can control one even if it's blighted. But if it's blighted, then you don't actually get any production of florins from it.
Can you unblight it other than having a battle?
Sorry?
Can you unblight it if you own it other than having a battle and going in?
No, you gotta. I don't have any other complex mechanics going on. I've got enough complex mechanics, so it has to be a battle. So if you control it, you sort of need someone to attack it, or the other thing that happens is if you de-blight or purify a tile, any adjacent blighted tile next to that tile that was blighted also becomes purified. So it's sort of a bubble effect of when that happens. So that's a good way of clearing the map.
Sorry, Josh, what was your wiki? for Black Sigil Studios was just asking about your campaign rules, because I remember you had that wiki going.
Oh, yeah. So the wiki, I'll put it in.
I should add these live stream links all the time. Okay.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description as well. But it's allthemontecastelli.com is where I think it's .com. Let's double check it's .com.
And then it redirects. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, it is .com, and then it redirects into the wiki.
Nice.
And the wiki has at the bottom of it all the links to all the different campaign rules, like its resources, so the main campaign book. And then I've got 2 other supplements, one of them being the Blight supplement, and then the other one being 3-player games in a Malay style, mainly, where you know you have 1v1v1 and rules for that in 6ed, which has actually worked pretty damn well. So where we are now, so yeah, we've still got Blight. So I was sort of hoping we would trigger the big Blight multiplayer scenario this coming in November, but it's not going to happen. It's just the way the narrative works. December is probably going to be a bit of a, you know, I don't know, it's not really going to happen because it's going to be just after Christmas, you know, and so it's only probably going to be 1 or 2 people. Like, it's not going to be a big thing. So I'm hoping for either January or February, maybe even February, before the time it triggers. But it's going to be a big day because it's going to be like, how many of people there? It's going to be like, I imagine 5 or 6 people playing a non-linear multiplayer battle where it's like either it's 6 players where everyone's like split deployments all over the place, or if it's an odd number of players, you basically got this the middle alliance applies, it's almost diagonally in the center of the long board, and then the other alliance deploys in 2 opposite corners. So man, I'm so excited for that game to see how it plays. But that's where we are for the campaign. So what I'm thinking afterwards is once the Ruins of Monte Carlo happens, and hopefully the Blight is cleared or whatever happens, it's sort of going to change over to a flexible sort of alliance type thing where there'll be 2 alliances going on and sort of a roughly even number of players in each alliance. But that's open, right? So if you're an alliance, the benefit of being on that alliance is that you can move through each other's territories, and there might be other benefits too. But it's not rigid. So if you want to attack another member of your alliance, you can, and then you become neutral. If you attack that alliance a second time, you actually get put in the other alliance, basically. So you can actually become neutral and that type of thing. And
the alliances aren't tied around the Warhammer, like.
They will be initially. So
okay.
the big multiplayer battle, the initial sort of teams will be based on faction alignment, and then coming out of that battle, that's where the alliances will be set. But then the players are then free to do what the hell they want.
Ooh,
which will be exciting.
Oh, it's going to be interesting. 2026 campaign then.
Yeah, and the other thing I'm kind of waiting for is because so with Hexton Hills, so yeah, they did run a Kickstarter. I think it was like 6 months ago. That was more sci-fi related, but I went in it anyway just for funsies. One of the stretch goals was they were going to have this guy make game agnostic rules for how people to run sort of campaigns on the tiles. So at the moment, the whole campaign set is like the tile interaction is very simplified, and all the complexities in the scenarios and like triggering NPCs and all manner of stuff like that, mercenaries and stuff. But if I wouldn't mind having a bit more sort of depth in terms of the interest between what territories you get and sort of having a bit more of an economy, I suppose. So it'd be interesting to see what rule sets that company come up with, because looking forward, I mean, it'd be something cool to adapt or even to reset the campaign in a new way or something like that, down the line. I'm not entirely sure what to do with it after this, but the cadence of a monthly get together with the group of guys that have been going on for quite a long time now.
I can see like talking about this when we're 70 and it's still going.
It's probably still going to be 6
anyway. It's definitely 6. Yeah, it'll still be 6. Yeah. That'd be funny. Cool. Well,
yeah. Well, that's it.
Cool. What do you want to do about your reveal? Do you want to do that in a hobby, or do you want to do it now before, or do you want to make people listen to the Patreon shout outs and stuff first, and then do your reveal? Go into the hobby. It's up to you, mate.
It's not. I don't know why we're building this up so much. It's not that special. It's more of just a hobby project I've been working on that I'm sort of excited about.
Well, maybe you start off hobby stuff. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I think we'll do that.
People's interest. Because obviously, Andrew and I, we've butted everyone up over it. It's just, well, you did it to us initially. You went, I've got something to
I did butter these guys up. And I'm actually really excited about it. Really excited.
Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll give out awesome shout outs to our patrons, and then we'll go into some patron questions. And then, I guess we'll traverse over to the hobbies section. Here, Josh has been up to. So, yes, just for those who don't know, and I just said at the beginning of the show, obviously, patrons help us turn up every Monday and help the cost of running these podcasts. With that, if you are a paid member, you get a cool shout out, and then you can send us questions on our Discord. So, sorry, I'm just going to reload it back up because it refreshed. Bloody Cloudflare. Okay, so I'm going to go through this. So we got Mark Hurwitz again. I think he's moved positions. I think he actually changed his tier or something. But anyway, Mark, and then I'll never say it right.
Basimus.
Yeah. Hey, Anvil of Doom, Western City Wargamers, Feud Owner, Nicholas Carew, Vinny, Louis, ASB, The Great Brave Shaman, King Pash, Tom Pickard, Not Matt, Just Tours, Adam Lamb, The Orange Juicer, Matty, Firebird 7137, Peter Holman, Mark Langley, the great Mark Langley in the chat, Matt Hinton, The Old Warrior, Silver Dave. Just haven't seen Silver Dave on here for a couple of weeks.
No.
Sporadic Sanity, Mark, Nick, Chris Bowler, Drunk Up and Ben, Shooter Louis, Benoit, Cam the dentist, who's there. Hope his surgery went well. Well, not his surgery, but hope the surgery went well last week that you're doing. James McGowan, Liam Fallon, Tommy Kubland, Jay McBride, Flatwell Jets, Jelly, Herald of the Old World, Keel Hurd, Tommy Dogs, Matthew Klein, Matt Morris, Perfidy, Griff, Jess Tours, Wood Duck, Josh Griffiths, Nananawam, Daniel Broadstock, and he goes Cloudflare again. Sorry. Here it comes. Here it comes. Elliot Mitchum, Gilfos Draconos, Diesel, Denny Gamer, Robert Z, Dixie Normus. Wasn't that last week?
No.
No, it wasn't.
He's had that before.
No, we were lost in the last week's one.
It is.
I don't remember Dixie Normus.
Maybe.
Oh, no. It's
school.
Sure.
It's old school. I've probably heard it before.
Yeah.
Dixie Normus, OG Whirler.
No, I'm
Bobby
just
Gherkin.
you. Yeah.
Oh,
Dixie Normus.
what's he done here? Bobby's Gherkin, Gunwitch, Zen Fox, Todd Lloyd, Bobby's Todd, Gurkle, Witch, Gunfox, Zen Lloyd, Bobby's Gherkin. Gunwitch, Zen Fox, Todd Lloyd. Oh, Bobby.
Oh, I just love it.
I really hope he's subscribed to some other patrons, because they're just going to be like, what is he doing? That's going to be the longest name on Patreon so far. He's going to hit like some limit. So that's good.
That's good.
Big thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. And with that, they get to send us some questions. I think
Gherkin Witch come
start joining them together.
Oh, can I also note that apparently Jelly has lost his sexiness?
Oh, no, that was sexy.
That's so sad.
He's left. He's too much heresy for him, probably. I don't know. There's some of these people who play sci-fi and shoot space marines.
Jelly.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh,
That's
wow.
all good. Cost of living and all. You know how it is.
Still sexy to me, Jelly.
Yeah, that's right. Cool. So, Josh, did you have some of the questions lined up for us?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I was too distracted by Jelly. So okay. Oh my goodness. Guys, so the first question is Mark's question. I am contractually obliged to see this question, even though we've literally spent the first 40 minutes of this podcast discussing this. With the coming big news next weekend, what do the three wise men of Old World Fanatics think it will be? Purely speculative. And what would they like it to be?
Okay. That's slightly different.
Yeah, what would you like it to be?
I mean, I sort of said what I would, but I didn't hear totally from you guys.
What we'd like it to be? Wait, did you say what you'd like it to be?
Well, I just said I would like that big one, big release, like Kislev, like they do with Cathay.
Yeah.
As in like a new faction?
Yeah.
Like so.
Even if it's
Yeah,
6
that's
months
sort of
out,
what I
I don't
was-
care. It'd just be cool to like get like, yeah, here's
to
this
get
stuff
the-
you knew was coming, but then smash in your face with what they did with Cathay. I feel like I'm ready for that again. I've recovered.
Yeah. Yeah, no, if you're saying what I want, yeah, a Kislev release would be sick.
That and more Marauders, at least a few characters, possibly a mammoth.
Plus a big woolly mammoth.
Plus a big release, yes.
Imagine
I'm
that,
greedy.
yeah, geez. Yeah, that we can have it all. If it's wishful thinking, we can do it.
That's it.
Cool.
Yep. And I did include some of the sort of speculative comments after that. So Cam was like, "What do you know that you're clearly not telling us, Mark?" And Jelly was like, "I can't find the meme, but Mark is like the mother at Christmas, looking at her kids, knowing what awesome presents they're about to get."
Totally.
I don't think Mark appreciated that.
But Mark has dropped Bear, and he's dropped the what's it called, Tusk comments. So yeah, interesting. Now he just likes playing with us, which I'm sure he does. So Marauder Chariots would be the nuts. He just said totally.
Oh yes, that would be good.
Yeah.
Do mammoths eat nuts? Or am I thinking of elephants?
I don't know.
You're the
Every
man.
time
Is
this
a
guy-
mammoth an elephant? Why am I asking? Or shouldn't I? I'm probably the one who should be telling. I don't know. Actually, that's a good question.
You talk about nuts.
Mammoths
I
are
always think
extinct.
about like who's the Ice Age little dude?
Yeah. I can't remember his name.
not
But yeah.
Sid.
Is that an acorn
No,
or is that a
the
nut?
squirrel dude.
Oh, the squirrel guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does he have a name?
I don't know. But there's mammoths in there. I'm not sure.
He's checking with his partner, who's also a vet. we've got, we've got someone back to fall back
Scratch.
to.
There you go. They're all over it.
Scratch. There we go. That's hilarious.
Scrat.
We'll get the answer yet, folks. Okay, so should I read this next one out? I'll read this next one. Oh,
Sorry.
what was the answer?
I was asking my partner who's much better at zoology than I am. Anyway.
What was the answer, though?
Well, they're related, but different species. But I mean, that's probably.
Oh, I thought you asked if they ate nuts. Weren't we trying to work out if mammoth eats nuts? Go back, ask her.
No, that's a dumb question. I'm not going to ask you that. Okay, I've actually got a proper longish comment. So this is a pull list from the YouTube comments, Andrew. Ooh. Just from it was yesterday, I think, that it was posted, so you might not have seen it. This is in relation to your book dilemma. Andrew, you're not alone. I just finished the Gotrek and Felix books up to the end of the fantasy era myself a few weeks ago. After listening to them since Old World came back, I really slowed down as I got towards the end. I didn't want them to finish either. I did pluck up the courage to do it, though, and can honestly say it's fine. It's sad, but without spoiling the ending, it is kind of left open. I've no intention to listen to the Age of Sigmar Gotrek novels. I'm happy to leave myself in the knowledge that there are more tales somewhere else for the characters involved, which I'll possibly never know about. I've done that. Yeah. I don't know if I'll keep going here, but yeah. So there's some. So
he has courage.
He's saying persist. It's not as bad as you're dreading.
What? Just in terms of, because I've got the omnibus EPUB things, and I noticed that they've got like other little short stories around. Once you get past some of those, the manslayers and all that. Like, have you read all them as well? Or if you're on Audibles? Nah.
Well, there's a couple little ones which I did little sidetracks on. So there is audio books on some of them. And yeah, it was just because I've got like the order of like the books because those omnibuses, there's like some of the the geeks who know everything. They've actually done me a solid, and they've written out, like on Reddit, the actual proper order. So I've kind of been going off that. So
okay.
yeah, I have been sort of hitting those in between.
Nice. Yeah.
Yep.
Just to finish off the comment, this is by talking old world. This is tag, but he signs at Nick too. So yeah.
Ooh.
I've done Hammers of the Ulrich and currently listening to Archaon Duology. Since both have been brilliant, the End Times books keep popping up as a session Audible, but I'm not willing to go there just yet. I'm just glad we've got so many stories to listen to, and I hope I never catch up on them all. And then the final one is from Sean, this is a related topic. Not a question, but how about a book club segment where people suggest what Andrew should read after Gotrek and Felix?
I'm loving this.
My suggestion would be Jim Butcher's Dresden Files. Not true fantasy, so it doesn't feel like cheating on Warhammer, but very fun and engaging story.
Oh, no.
Have any of you guys heard of that one?
I have heard of it. I have not read it.
You're going to be setting me down a slippery slope if it's not Warhammer. I'll be all over the shop. How about a Warhammer suggestion? An old world Warhammer suggestion. That would be good.
Is that?
I'll check it out.
Oh, Mark said it's a TV series. Is that maybe that's where I've heard of it?
What, the Dresden Files?
Yeah.
But no, I write this down. I'll forget it.
Yeah.
But that was in the video, was it? One of the comments.
Yeah. What other old world one does Andrew have to read? That's
yes.
What other trilogy? There's a bunch of trilogy ones and stuff. So it'd be cool. But I mean, you have started some of them anyway, haven't you? Some of the Empire ones.
Yeah, I'm halfway through one currently, and it's really good. That's the Brunner. Is a bounty hunter. Really good.
Did someone share there was a witch hunter one as well? Yes, last week. Someone was talking about that.
Oh, yeah, I was.
Oh, it was you. That's the one I want to.
Yeah. That was good. Yeah, that was really good.
There's too many now. Like, I didn't realize how many. Like, I started looking at, going through all my audibles that I already either got or because I downloaded a bunch of EPUBs years ago. I'm like, God, there is way more than I thought. So, it's good. Cool. Okay, they're the questions, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Getting some hobby.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, I'll put these up. I'm so excited, guys. I've been these for friggin' ages. I've done. Wow. This is the start. So because now I have been able to confirm I am running a Warbands event. This is 6 there, but it's still Warbands, 500 points on the 6th of December at Gaming Arena in Coburg. And so I was kind of like, well, I haven't got enough hobby stuff on my plate, so I'm going to let's have this inspiration to make a nomadic war-based 500-point army all mounted on boars. Yes, thanks, guys. Funny looking Bretonians is what Angela says. These are orcs. These are not Orctonians. This is not a Bretonian army themed as orcs. This is actually orcs. So okay. I have tried to make it the theme that they've sort of like stolen a bunch of gear, or like they've beaten a Bretonian army in battle and have like just like made off his stuff and they're just like using it. So like the banners are kind of torn. He's like stuck a knight helmet on his head, just because he can. But he's still got a big old spear. He's still got his regular helmet on. This guy's like slashed one of the Bretonian swords to his lance,
so
and he's got a sword. He's got a helmet too. And the other guy's got a big hook. You can see a hook attached by a rope on the other lance. So you can't, the photo you can't quite pick it up, but yeah. It's sort of just like in the air. Nice. And the champs, he's got you can't. So this champ on the left, he's got a sword, but you can also see attached to his waist is a Bretonian knight's helmet. Just sort of slashed to his waist. And this guy's also brandishing a lance, but then he's got another broken lance strapped to that lance, which is fun. And then I've got the main event, the big war boss. I managed to get a Grail Knight champion head, so he's just like holding it up in the air. And then the other Knights of the Realm head is just like on the like, because I feel like the Bretonnian standards often they've got like the icon on the top of it, and he's actually just stuck like the head on the blade. Just like up in the air. So yeah, and then I've done I've mostly done a chariot. This is all very much work in progress, obviously. So I've done a chariot, and I've got a few wolf riders. Goblin Wolf Riders with a chariot. I've also got some lances on the side, and maybe I've got some shields at the front, and then I've another helmet on the back and another lance too.
Are they classic? Sorry to interrupt. Are they the classic Wolf Rider goblins? And did you print out new wolves? Is that
they're the Fenrisian ones?
The Fenrisian wolves, yeah. 40k space, space wolves, Fenrisian wolves, yeah.
But they're the classic. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're old school goblins. Yeah, the normal ones.
Yeah, on the old school goblins. And then
Awesome.
John's saying,
I like how you've used the you've got the double like connection there on there, like the double. I don't know what you call it.
Yeah.
Well, because I did that with my balls, but not the two of them. But yeah,
with the new ones.
Yeah, used some of the new ones on one of mine. Yeah. Character one. But
yeah, it worked pretty well. Yeah, John's gonna. I mean, John. What I was thinking about just today was like I was sort of decided to paint them because I was sort of sick of painting heraldry, and suddenly I'm doing like I don't know if you can really see it in any of these photos. No, you don't really see it. Maybe on the Santa Bearer, they're like I'm painting checks on these friggin' these helmets and stuff. I'm like, why am I painting more checks? So the whole point was I was supposed to be doing something other than painting Bretonnian heraldry. I'm just like I want to change. More heraldry, it never ends. And the other thing I've been doing is printing my farm.
There's some poor skinny animals and dead ones. I get. Well,
there's some dead ones. Yeah, there's some dead ones. Well, one of the scenarios is there's a dead carcass you're fighting over, for whatever reason you just decided that was the dude who's now dead. And yeah, I've got some chickens, I got some goats in the back there, I got some pigs. I'm gonna do maybe a couple of cat ones, just like a cat by itself, just so you can try and herd a cat. But yeah, a fair bit to do. But yeah, this is my
That's
part.
Awesome. So sorry, I don't know. You mentioned previously going off Entropy's comment. Did you have a game in mind for the orcs? A system?
Well, I'm probably going to use them for the Warbands event, so that's why I'm trying to get them painted up now. So.
Okay. So that's 6 head though, hey. But yeah.
So I have based them on there, and I tend to use base adapters. Like I just find like it's just easier.
Yeah, okay.
For pretty much everything.
6 head doesn't have like anything specific to all mounted orcs, though, right? Does it? Like,
yeah, it does. It does.
Oh,
so
it
in the
does.
back, there is a nomadic Badlands War, I think it's called.
Oh, okay. Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
Which is just like all mounted list.
Yeah, right.
Cool.
That is cool.
Does he end up with any rules? Like I can't. I like there's slightly different other special rules. I can't remember what Six Head did for those things. No, okay. Yeah, it's just the list.
No,
yeah,
it's just the list, which is literally like in core. You got like Gobbo Wolf Riders, Orc Boar Boys, and the Boar Chariot. And especially you had the Gobbo Chariot. Good luck in front of me. What else was that? Yeah, Gobbo Chariot and the Savage Orc Boar Boys, and then in rare you got Pump Wagons, and that's it.
Yeah.
And all the characters have to be mounted. That's the only other rule. So
are you bringing any pump wagons? Not on the 500 point, I guess, but
not in the 500.1. So yeah, I'm just trying to get this. This is technically everything there is actually core in this list, which is ridiculous. But it's just where you see there. I think eventually I'll do a pump wagon or two. Like if I decide to expand this army into a full size list, and one day I might do like a nomadic war old world list or something like that. I'll definitely do. I think pump wagons would be fun. I mean, the thing is, like with this theme, is they could have so much fun with the Mark says me, what's the cage? So much fun with just customizing things, so adding bits and pieces. And a pulp wagon would give you so much scope for that. You could have like a snotling trying to wear a helmet and just like have just
massive oversized one. Yeah,
it should be ridiculous.
Jeez, what's my pump wagon? Also, is not a pump wagon. I think I made mine out of some weird stuff. Can't remember what it was. Probably half a chariot and something else. Like, you just go crazy with them.
Sorry,
what was my? What's the cage?
George was asking a question. So I'll read this out, and then possibly I think Josh and Gomo might be able to throw their 2 cents in. So George has said, he's trying to make basically a cage for a baggage train, and then for some reason wire mesh isn't sticking no matter how much super glue he uses. Any advice? So he's using wire and old sprue. So have you guys had much success gluing wire and
it's like metal to
plastic?
Metal to plastic.
Absolutely. No problem, man. Like, you either use a small amount and let it dry and be patient, or you use like a accelerant and it will just stick on immediately.
Yeah, right.
I actually use friggin' zip kicker all the time. It friggin' smells awful, and you really got to do it outside, really. But it just makes the super glue set in a couple of seconds and set hard. And for anything metal, that's what I end up using, because otherwise it's just a real headache trying to glue it.
So do you do the accelerant on one side and super glue on the other?
You can do that, but then you don't get the risk with that is you can't then readjust it once you touch, because it would just set as soon as it touches. So I usually do it normally, and then I sort of hold it in one hand, and then I just spray it.
Oh,
is how I usually do it.
Yeah, right.
It just needs to coat the joint a bit, and it'll set like immediately.
Yeah, okay.
It's an absolute game changer. It's just as I said, it is quite a strong smelling chemical, so to speak. Mindful of that.
And Black Sigil's come out with yeah, it's nuts.
That's a good one too. I've never used that, but I've heard that because it sort of dries it out a bit. But I like the zip quicker.
Cool.
There we go. I'm learning.
I don't get. I don't really have all the little accessories that Josh has with his glues and his other stuff, so I need to do that a bit more.
He's all over it, isn't he?
Yeah.
Anytime I need to know something, hey Josh.
Cool.
Do you got anyway, so I should put in the link if people that in Melbourne, if they want to play the Warbands, I'll put a link to I'm going to run it on Best Coast Pairings, but just under generic, not as a old world thing. Yeah. Anyway,
Josh, King of Solvents. Classic. What have you been up to, Andrew? Because we played a game a couple of weeks ago, but I don't know if you done other hobbying, or where'd you get to? Are you done, Josh? Sorry, I don't.
Yep.
I've been putting my Skaven bases together slowly. So obviously, when you print on the my printer, it leaves the layers a bit funny, like it I don't know, it's just, for me, the layers as they go down makes the bases look a bit weird. So I was pretty keen to put something over the top, and because I'm going swampy, I've gone and basically I was going to buy a tub of you get the mud, sort of the pre-mixed muds from AR. Heaps of them do it, but AR do a whole bunch. But I ended up spending so much on other diorama stuff, such as water. I wanted to save some dollary dues, and I ended up. Where are we? I've made my own tub of Josh's recipe using some of the finest
when you
dirt
went under
that
the
I
house.
found under the house.
Dirt. Oh, right. I think it's water. It's like, what are you doing? I love it.
The dirt. I got some great dirt. And then I put in heaps of Mod Podge.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you put the Mod Podge in. Nice.
Yeah. So I've made it and a bit of water. The only problem is, I don't know, there must just be like a bunch of crap in the dirt because it keeps growing random fungi and things. And yeah. So obviously there's
dishwasher detergent or something in it. It knocks some of that out or not? Like, would you need to do that?
Oh, possibly. I think vinegar might do the trick.
Oh, yeah.
I know vinegar kills like everything under the sun. But yeah, no, that's worked a treat.
Oh, you didn't hit it. You haven't used any alcohol or anything on it?
No. I was possibly going to do that later, so I might reseal it.
I've never had anything grow in any of my dirt ever. And I wonder if that's because I always hit it with alcohol to like take all. I was only used to take away the surface tension to allow the Mod Podge to absorb into it. But I wonder if in doing that, I'm also inadvertently sterilizing the dirt with a 99% alcohol.
That is very plausible. I might try that.
Do you basically spray the dirt and then you put Mod Podge and just keep?
Yeah, saturate the dirt with the isopropyl alcohol. And then I just drop the Mod Podge and it gets sucked in by the alcohol because the surface tension is not there.
Right.
But you put so you're doing like, so I'm after like a muddy effect, so I was after like
I'm using it for a different purpose than what you're using. So I'm not sure that I was just more thinking of that about the fungus thing you're saying. Like I was because I'm like, oh, that's really weird. But in terms of I've never made it as a pre-mix that you then like spush on. So I'm not sure if that would work.
I might I might try that.
Playing with.
Throw in some ISO because at the end of the day it's just going to evaporate anyway. So it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's a good idea.
Or even just
you guys are getting deep on these hobbies, Josh. I just use
King of solvents. See, is all over that. And Gomo, look at this. This is
the trees.
And bloody Alex better not be on telling me to buy another printer, but I've been making some more trees. And I've got this big box.
Did you do some canopies? Yeah.
Failed trees.
Yeah.
So I've got a nice 1-to-2 ratio. One good tree for every 2 shit trees.
I'll need to start getting cranking some of this terrain painting because I'm starting to collect a fair bit. And plus, I bought like the mana and all that sort of stuff. I've got some of those tabletop world ones, whatever they're called. Like, better start.
Oh, you got those gear as well.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see the brewery? They're going to have a brewery Kickstarter soon.
I've notified myself because that looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's added to the.
You've got all of it, don't you, Josh? You can make that whole town when it's finished, can't you?
Yeah.
Have you? Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Cool.
There
you go.
Do you want to do your hobby?
Mine's probably pretty.
You got another hobby? You got something?
Did you
else
want something else, Andrew?
No, I was going to say, Gomo.
What are you pointing?
Stop that.
Right.
Brady Bunch.
Oh, okay. You're pointing it, not at me though.
I was pointing at you. Sorry. Yeah. Your turn. Yeah.
That's cool. No, this is like a week old because this is pre-Andrew and my game that we got in the other week. So I tried to get my Wild Herd flashed out because I needed some more infantry. Didn't finish it all for the game, unfortunately, but got it a little bit there, and then mostly oiled my Shoutouts up. And I can't remember exactly what I called him, but it's named after Mark
nice.
Locks or something, or whatever it is. So yeah, it's amazing how like that's wet and then it's dry. Like it just once you come back the next day, and yeah, it comes out pretty good. I only got him to there, and I played with it. There's actually a lot of extra stuff I wanted to do afterwards, like a bit more. I wanted to oil it so it looked good in the game. Otherwise, I would have done all the trim, but I just at some point I was like, fuck it, let's just get it out for the game. But yes, he had his first battle.
Yeah.
So that's probably not the best pick. He didn't die, did he, Andrew? He almost did.
Yeah, almost. I was
he was
gunning
one of the
for him.
last things standing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, we had the another ice off against the High Elves and the Seaguard Garrison. So if you guys haven't checked out that old bat rep, so I don't know what's happening here with the images. Yeah, I just took a few pics of the army. So yeah, it's coming up pretty good. I just need to get the rest of the beastmen done, like the actual normal beastmen now, so I can do the proper wild herd stuff. So I don't know what's net. What else do I need to do now with the beastmen in terms of like models? You know, like I probably should finish training my second. Oh, Minotaurs. What am I thinking? That's what it is. So I'll need to finish off my second Chaos Spawn because you need that, and then maybe do the Minotaurs.
Ooh.
Trying to think what else I need. I mean, you probably always. I mean, I guess for a second there you needed Bestigals, and that all died in the ass because that banner got nerfed. So I think they disappeared. You can always do with some more chariots, I guess, like character mount chariots as well. So I'll probably have to do that as well. But apart from that, I think I like getting the armies to the point where when you do a new list, you go, oh, okay, I just need to paint like
you got everything,
things, and then you can just add to that. That's sort of where it's almost at now. So hence why I started too many other little projects, which I don't think I've got here. But you know, there's the Slayer list, which I'll do. Maybe that'll be one of the 750 armies. I think we go for that. We'll do 2 750 games in a night.
That would be good.
So I might do a Slayer one for that, and maybe a troll one. Maybe I'll get my trolls finished off for that. I don't know what you're up to. Yeah, Andrew can do one of his chaos ones, but yeah, that's basically what happened. Any thoughts with that game, Andrew? How did the Seaguard fare? Like, how did you think it? Like, you're still working on it now, aren't you? Like, you're going to use it. You want to take it to a tournament at some point. Not the.
I'll take it to a tournament. They weren't too bad, actually.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say your list was a soft list, and we ended up quite evenish towards the end. So I was quite happy with.
Yeah, well, you won by objective by far. Yeah, just because you're so mobile. Like, once my units were dead, I didn't really have much else to try and get table quarters. So that sort of fell off.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to think either that or that's why I'm putting the Skaven together for I suppose that could be a spoiler alert, would be, should we mention the tournament that we both signed up on?
Yeah, well, hang on, which one's that? Oh, you mean January?
Yeah, SummerSlam for Western Sydney.
SummerSlam. Yep. So for those who don't know, the Western Sydney War Games, they've done the entire calendar for the year. So that's 4, probably should have brought it up here. That's 4 single day events and I think 2 weekend events. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
2 GTs as well.
It's
so
crazy.
That's 6 events already in the calendar. And I've added them all in my phone. So I don't know if I'll make to all of them, but at least it's good to know where they are.
Yeah.
So that's just a lot for Western Sydney, which is really cool. Plus, you know, obviously 2+ run theirs, and you know, obviously got Moab and Shikon, and yeah, there's a bunch ones in Sydney now. So
yeah, it's
shaping
crazy.
up a pretty full 2026.
Nothing at CanCon as yet. Is that right?
I thought they said was it Dave Cochran? He was running it again, but I don't know if it's at CanCon. That's what I've heard, but I don't know if it's.
I think it's off campus is what I've heard too. But I haven't seen an actual event announced.
Okay, don't know.
Like,
yeah, I thought
nothing that's on all the rankings.
Nah, yeah, haven't seen it pop up, but yeah, it's only going to pop up if someone registers it. On the tournament platforms. Yeah, hopefully it goes ahead because that's in your calendar.
Hopefully, well, yeah, I'm going to CanCon, so I'm getting antsy, and I'm more than likely to go. Maybe I should just go to Water at some point. Yeah, John said John Games apparently. That's what I've heard too, John. That it was going to be a John Games, but I was sort of hoping for it to be up by now, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. CanCon is always done quite far in advance.
Yeah, I think it's just struggling to find organisers that can sort it out. Who and because no one's there, it's always remote organising, as you know. It was a bit of a challenge with CanCon people.
Oh yes, I know. From
and it's quite big. Like you're not running a small group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might just go play more time for a weekend.
Been known to do that, so that's all good.
Yeah, that's it.
We have to do another more time soon. Actually, I need to finish my bloody Warband. Need to do it. Just in terms of news, though. Now I've lost my browser window. I wanted to get your take on this. I know it is old world related. It's just old school old world related. We do have the pre-orders for Blood Bowl out. Now I know you guys probably don't. I don't think you guys play it, but it's just funny that it's named. It's obviously the two. It's the first time they've really sort of moved away from the Orc Empire type thing by the feel of it, and they've obviously gone we knew this because this was revealed ages ago, but the Bretonnians and the Tomb Kings in the launch box. So did you guys have any thoughts? Did you look at this again when it popped up, or you just is this anything you'd ever be interested in? You can't use these in old world, but,
you might be able to use one or two as a champ or something as a bit of conversion for a knight on foot, maybe. I don't know. You asking if I'd ever play Blood Bowl? Probably not. So no, I don't think I would.
It's too silly, I think. Like, as in, like the premise of it. I'm like, I just don't understand. Like, kind of. I know it's a game. This is just me being me, but it doesn't make sense on like how all these guys are coming together and playing. Like it.
Oh yeah, you just have to. You gotta. Yeah. For a fantasy world, you just got to then. Totally suspend fantastical disbelief as well. I find it. That's the thing. I buy the boxes occasionally, and then I don't do I've bought I think 2 of the boxes. No, is this 3rd edition? So maybe I bought one. And never painted them. But I used to play it as a kid. But then I'm like, it's just one of these things that I don't know. Like it's more of a casual. I think if my kids were into that age and they would play this stuff, then I probably would. But because sorry, they don't. And I don't really know anyone around who play it. It's one of those things, Like I only have a certain amount of time to play war games, and so I fall into playing Warhammer. Yeah,
I feel like Legions. There was a few guys that did sort of.
Oh yeah, there's a big Blood Bowl scene there. But just cool. It's sort of just interesting to see him follow the old world army release, which is I don't know, can only probably help old world in a way. So still pretty cool. And then they've come up with all these new game tokens, which they've never done. So Mark just said the Tomb King dice sold out in 90 seconds. So I mean, Blood Bowl's by far isn't that their biggest game, isn't it? Like these guys routinely have hundreds of players even in Australia. Because it is so easy to play. So. And since they've retaken it back over, the plastics are awesome. Like it's good to see them redo all the army, well, not armies, what do you call them, teams? It's pretty funny.
Teams.
I think I would play it because I actually like the NFL and then I like fantasy. It's a perfect blend, but I don't know. It's just time. I think I would if it wasn't for time. So
Monty Teddy's like it's just like the old world, but they solve all the disputes with Blood Bowl instead of war.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I like this guy. He looks cool. Anyway,
I'm surprised you're not into it because I feel like that's your perfect crossover.
Once this came out, I was like, should I get the Black Orc army I've got and try and paint it up again? Like, the team, because it wouldn't take long to paint, But then again, I have a Mordheim Warband sitting on my printer there, not my 3D printer, my normal printer. It's just sitting on top of my normal printer. And as Andrew can attest, they're still unpainted, just sitting there. So I don't know what it is. Like, it's a Warband of 11 figures and they're still unpainted, and I can just smash through an army of beastmen in that time. So I don't know what the problem is.
Well, you're doing better than me. At least you got a Warband.
Yeah. I just need to get around to it.
You need a reason to paint them. That's the thing. You need to.
I think it is. Yeah.
Goal.
Yeah.
As is always the case with our hobby.
Yes.
Man, we got a shorter episode this week. This is the first time in ever. I don't know if we've got much else to.
We're all just waiting in bated breath for what's happening this weekend.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a big. It's gonna be a big anticlimax, I think, after all this build up.
It's gonna be just a shit mini or something. You're like, damn it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, as long as it's not just one, it'd be like, I don't know. I still wouldn't be too. I'd be a little disappointed if it was just like, yeah, here's another like tiny Marauder thing to go, and this is we just talk about the Arcane Journal again. I feel like, I don't know, just some of the other comments I've seen, not only from Rumours, but even some of the Facebook stuff, it feels like they are wanting to surprise people. So hopefully there is something that, is big.
Yes.
We'll see, I guess. But, man, every freaking army game is getting preview. How long is the preview going to go for?
Yeah, well, that's it.
Just some of
Surely it's going to be something decent.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's, like I said, I really hope it's like, yeah, this is cool. And we're sitting here going, yeah, look at that cool, I don't know, whatever it is, saber tusk or whatever. And then suddenly they go, oh, and by the way, this is coming in 2026. Bang. The war of chaos is coming. But heroes with bears rise up or whatever it is. I don't know. And then we start saying that sort of stuff. Even if it's just a few of those glimpses of it, and then they don't actually go too much in depth. Well, crap, there's some Kislev. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. Cool. We're going to chat. I know we talked a bit of hobby this week, but I think we're going to chat a lot of hobby next week because we've got a cool special guest coming on next week that already got leaked on our Patreon chat because someone just needs a prize for guessing that we got Stu coming on from Miniature Realms next week.
Hey.
So big thank you to Stu to get some time with us, like clear his busy schedule. I'm assuming he's probably already deep within painting whatever is coming this weekend because he gets everything early. But it's going to be fun to chat with Stu next week. So if you guys are on the podcast at the moment or you're listening back to this, throw some questions up on our Discord for us as well, because we do our questions every week, but I feel like this is a bigger one. So if you want to ask Stu anything, we can definitely, while we have him, hit him up with his tips. I know Josh just gave us a lot of his, but I'm sure Stuart's got a lot with his awesome hobbying. But it's not just going to be about hobbies in painting minis. I mean, obviously, I feel like Stuart's definitely a hobbyist like us in terms of it's a life thing, playing the game, narrative gaming, history, the lore, everything. So it'd be really cool to delve all into it, his background, but also just how he's feeling with Old World now and all that. So
he likes the stories. It's great.
He does. Yeah, he does all that.
He likes everything. Yeah.
When I was grabbing some of the pics, I went back through his YouTube a bit, and even just like 4 years ago, it was sort of almost a different channel. You know what I mean? Like in terms of just some of the different game, because I guess Old World wasn't out, so he was doing all this other stuff. Now I feel like it's mostly Old World, but he still does other stuff. But looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be nice. Gonna be good.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
My only thing is if I pull my finger out this week and maybe get some hobby done, so I can get some tips off him, like where I got to on certain things, especially Cathay related, because he's obviously, I'm using some of his videos to sort of get my ass in gear to do my Cathay. So he's the one who's probably inspired me most to get like the oil done, oil washing done and stuff on the Beastman and all that sort of stuff. And he's obviously a big airbrush user. So
No, I'm gonna have to
come with your questions. There you go. And John said the same thing. His Cathay's based on on Stu's as well. It just feels like his stuff is just so it's so good in detail, but you don't even have to go that far and you get a good result with the way he does stuff between brushwork and airbrush. Like he's not all full airbrush, but he's just love it. Cool.
Bang for buck.
Looking forward to it. So the same time next week, I'll get the live stream up early this week, so hopefully people know it's coming. So it should be interesting.
Yes.
Cool. That's an early mark for everyone this week. Is this unheard of?
It's crazy.
It's the first time in months. I think that's
We
fine,
deserve
though,
it
right?
sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think at one time early in our podcast, they were like, they went shorter for a bit, and then they went long, and then they went shorter. They went, and then suddenly they ended up 2 to 2.5 hour long ones.
Somehow.
Yeah.
This is fine.
It is.
Make peace.
Cool. Well, hopefully people are okay with that and still got a little bit of hobbing done. I know I saw Josh had a brush in his hand then, so he was doing a little bit, potentially. I think I saw that.
Oh, I was cleaning my hemostat.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So that's not really.
Cool. Yeah, well, that's what
Well,
we're
I
here
use for hobbying
obviously.
purposes. It's not for anything else.
Yeah. No worries.
I'm not doing surgery, Danny.
Big thank you, though. If you are, have you listened, please like, subscribe, leave us some comments. Leave some comments for Stu for next week. If you're not on our Patreon Discord to leave those comments, just throw them on the YouTube on this video, and we'll obviously ask him as well. But if you do want to join that over on patreon.com/World Fanatics, would really appreciate that. And I guess everyone can get an early mark tonight and prepare for next week and this weekend, because we're going to have a lot to talk about, hopefully. Unless, as you said, unless it goes, it's a little bit anticlimactic, but hopefully not. Mark Langley has promised it's big. So,
yes.
Just keep
right. We can all blame Mark.
And yes, Mark
about
slow grow. Sorry, I will give a shout out quickly to the Old World Fanatics slow grow, which has just transitioned into its new month as well, which I probably should have had it up there. What is it, Mark? You tell me what it is this month. Is it last? I can't even find it, but it's pinned to the Old World slow grow chat. You can get in there, and there's every month they've been changing stuff, so he'll put it in there. But yeah, check that out if you are wanting to. The original thing was Cathay, as in building a Cathay army, but you know what it's like. Everyone's got a million things on the go, so yeah, check that out. Anyway, until next time, I guess thanks for watching Old World Fanatics, and we'll see you on Saturday, and we'll see you on Monday. Cheers, guys.
All right.